What would you do if you lost everything? If the world laughed at your dreams? If you had no money, no support, and failure was staring at you? Most people would give up, but Elon Musk refused to quit, and that decision alone changed the world for him forever.
My mind is a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't.
Early life. Elon Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa in 1971. He's a South African. He was not the strongest child. In fact, he was quiet, bookish, and often bullied. At age 10, he found something that changed his life, a computer. He taught himself to code, and at 12, sold his first video game for $500. Most kids his age were playing outside. Elon Musk was building his future. But life wasn't easy. His parents divorced. He felt lonely. Yet he had one thing that kept him going: dreams of a bigger world. Leaving home at 17, Elon made the boldest choice of his life. He left South Africa to avoid military service in the apartheid regime. He wanted freedom. He wanted opportunity. With almost no money, he flew to Canada, then later to the United States. In his words, America is a place where great things are possible. At college, Elon was not rich. He worked odd jobs, even cleaned boilers, and lived on just $1 a day, eating hot dogs and oranges. But his hunger for knowledge was unstoppable. He studied physics and business because he believed that both could change his future. In mid-1990s, the internet boom started. Elon saw a chance. With his brother Kimball, he created Zip2, a company that provided maps and business directories online. But investors didn't trust him. He was young, strange, and too ambitious. They eventually pushed him out as CEO. Still, when the company sold for $307 million, Elon walked away with $22 million. Risking it all again. Did he buy fancy houses and cars? No. Instead, he poured his money into another risky idea: online banking. This became X.com, which later merged into PayPal. But again, he was removed as CEO. Imagine building two companies and being kicked out twice. Most people would have given up, right? Not Elon Musk. When PayPal sold to eBay in 2002, Musk received $180 million. He could have retired rich at 31, but he had bigger dreams: making electric cars mainstream and sending rockets to space. The darkest years. He invested everything into Tesla and SpaceX, but both started collapsing. Rockets kept exploding. Tesla was losing money. By 2008, Elon had spent almost all his fortune. He said, "I was borrowing money for rent." He had $180 million from PayPal. He put $100 million into SpaceX, $70 million into Tesla, and $10 million into Solar City. That left him with nothing. In 2008, things were so bad that both Tesla and SpaceX were weeks away from bankruptcy. His marriage fell apart. The press mocked him. Experts called him a fool. He admitted, "It was not the worst year of my life." Wow, breakthrough. But then, against all odds, SpaceX succeeded. On its fourth attempt, the Falcon 1 rocket reached orbit, making SpaceX the first private company ever to do so. Days later, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. At the same time, Tesla secured investment that saved the company. Elon had risked it all and won. Global impact. Today, Elon Musk is worth over $200 billion. Tesla makes millions of electric cars. SpaceX launches rockets and supplies the International Space Station. He also runs Neuralink, the boarding company, and even owns X, which is formerly known as Twitter. But the most important part is not his money, it's his mindset. Lessons. Elon Musk shows us that failure is not the end. He was bullied, right? Broke, betrayed, and almost bankrupt, but he never quitted. He teaches us 3 lessons. Dream big. Don't let your background limit your vision. Take risk. Greatness requires sacrifice. Never give up. Success comes from when you push through your darkest hour. Thanks for watching this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
It's a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't know.